Would you have become an entrepreneur, do you think, if you hadn't won The Apprentice?
I think I would have tried. I think it would definitely have been considerably more difficult, you know, than obviously having the backing of Lord Sugar and the financial support from the Apprentice.
You still call him Lord Sugar?
I do, yeah.
You just call him Alan. In fact, that's when we're being polite.
But no, listen, it's very, very difficult. It's a very difficult time still. I know we've had, 1.9% growth last year in the economy, but, you know, we're still, you know, in an era where it is difficult, especially for young entrepreneurs to secure investment.
Why do you think people at your age become entrepreneurs? I mean, is it because they've got a great idea that they think they can exploit, make money out of? Or is it also the freedom that attracts, because you're not working for a load of bosses, you're working for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone has their own motivations. For me, I was extremely passionate about the sector which I've went into, which is non-surgical cosmetic medicine. And I really wanted to make a change to the industry that I'm in. It's one which is completely lacking regulation, and what Dr Leah Clinics and what we want to do as a brand is really, you know, shine a light on the failings of the industry, and really try and offer a safe environment for women to undergo the treatments that we offer.
Now, you're just starting out in the process. Yeah. Is this an entrepreneur-friendly country or not?
I mean, for me, it's been very positive so far. I mean, I think I've had a slightly skewed view, to be honest.
You get all the publicity.
Yeah, of course. And, you know, I've got Lord Sugar as my business partner, and, you know, that's obviously fantastic support.
How long does that last for?
Well, he's extremely supportive, so for the duration of the company, he'll be my 50% partner, and he really is. He's been absolutely fantastic.
He's going to take 50% of all the profits.
Well, he puts in a lot of work, so, you know, I don't begrudge him that.
Would the 50 pence, as Michael said, 52 pence, top rate, if you're a success and you make a lot of money, would the government taking 52 pence in every extra pound you earn, how would that affect? What would your attitude be to that?
I mean, I have spoke to some people about this week. Actually, it's very topical at the minute, obviously. And listen, I don't think it's something that necessarily would hamper my ambition to reach beyond that threshold.
Not to this stage, anyway.
No, and I'm looking forward to the day where it becomes relevant to my company. But, you know, not something particularly relevant, you know, to me at the minute. But I can definitely see the argument, both Tory and Labour arguments too. Yeah.
Are we? See, it's often said that we're not an entrepreneurially friendly country, but actually we have lots of entrepreneurs. I think one of our problems is that not enough of our entrepreneurs grow into a massive scale, grow into a huge size. But we have lots of entrepreneurs.
Yeah, well, I think you've made both halves of the argument. You know, we have inventors, we have entrepreneurs, and on the whole, they don't scale up their businesses. And, you know, Leah is an example, apparently, of an entrepreneur who's at that stage where she's only dreaming of paying the top rate of tax. You know, in the United States, probably they would get to that stage pretty fast.
When you Google Diane Abbott and entrepreneur, nothing comes up. Why is that?
Well, because it's not where my ambitions have ever laid. And I also think that some British people don't really get entrepreneurs. I mean, there's a lot of young people who want to be entrepreneurs, but it's sometimes because they have the misguided belief that being an entrepreneur is easier than doing a job with a salary. And actually, it's a lot harder and requires a lot more commitment.
Is it a lot harder?
I think it's very difficult. It's certainly more difficult than I anticipated. I mean,
you had to raise money yourself?
No, but you make other sorts of investments in terms of your time, what you give up. I mean, I give up my vocation. I give up my full-time NHS training post, which absolutely broke my heart. So, you know, you make big sacrifices. You know, social life's completely gone. I'm working every hour God sends. So, you know, it is something that, you know, even if Lord Sugar's obviously put up the capital, but in terms of my life and my own point of view, I think I've made considerable sacrifice. And you do have a real passion for your business, you know, to do that.
Your point to Dan, I think in government and in Parliament, there are very few entrepreneurs and very little understanding of entrepreneurship. I think that's particularly true of the civil service, but I think it's very largely true of politicians as well. I mean, I don't have an entrepreneurial instinct in my body, neither does Diane. I expect you could Google entrepreneur and most members of Parliament's names and you wouldn't get any findings.
But we don't
either.
have a great history of entrepreneurs in Parliament. I give you Robert Maxwell.
I'd rather not take him, thank you very much. I think the vote got him anyway. But the public attitude, I think, is different towards... I think people feel, in general, more kindly towards entrepreneurs because they risk their own money, they have to do it, they drag themselves up from scratch. what they don't like are really fat cat corporate businessmen who don't
And
risk their own money and don't risk anything.
People quite like entrepreneurship, they quite like that aspiration, but increasingly dislike a setting about bankers and that whole corporate
And
sector.
they're not entrepreneurs.
No, it's not their money.
I have a feeling it would be quite a careless entrepreneur who got caught by high rates of income tax, wouldn't it? Because your income can come in all sorts of other ways. I mean, it's what you've invested in the business, and it's the way the business grows that gives you your wealth, not income that comes by income tax.
Tax advice. Don't get professional tax advice. Don't listen to him. When will you begin to know that this is working, that you are on the road to becoming a successful entrepreneur? Because the hard fact is most entrepreneurs in this country go bust.
Yeah, I mean, I read recently it's 9 out of 10 new businesses fail after I think the first 13 months it was. I mean, yeah, I mean, it is difficult. I think we've been off to an absolutely fantastic start, and we've obviously came off the back of the Apprentice. We've had a huge amount of publicity and PR in the clinic, which is opened in Moorgate just this week. You know, we're really, really busy.
Bring some products from Michael.
So, no, but you're more than welcome to pop in at any time, Micah.
See what I do for him.
So, you know, we've obviously got off to a great start, and now it's just about sustaining that and making sure Dr Leah clinics and Dr Leah as a brand is something
Do you do
that...
Botox?
Yeah. We do Botox, facial fillers.
You don't need that,
advanced
Diane. Just stay away. It's your colleague here. It's too late for me. Leah, good luck. Thanks for being with us.
so much.
Give
Thank
our
you.
best to Alan.